Welcome back, everyone. Before we head into our Week 2 game against Seattle, I have an open roster spot, and rather than trade for someone, I'm going to pluck somebody off the free agent wire, and that somebody's going to be William Jackson III. He's a 78 overall cornerback, 6 foot, about 200 pounds, but pretty good speed and has a player archetype of man-to-man, which I run a lot more of than zone. So, I've never actually tried to sign a free agent in the flow of the regular season before, so we're going to all find out together how this works here. Let's see if he just signs. He just signs, no problem. Cool. So that fills our 53rd spot, and let's go update the depth chart. I also think he'll be a good fit because we're probably going to be running a lot of nickel, dime. We ran a good amount of dollar against the Chiefs. And with that in mind, so he can just hop up the depth chart here. Probably could have done this quicker, but that works. That's fine. So let me make sure. I don't think he would be a better safety necessarily. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because he's a primary cornerback. But, all right, cool. So we're going to roll with that. A bit interesting here that Branch has surpassed Joseph in overall. I'm going to leave Joseph. And actually, I'm kind of curious real quick to see if I've gotten enough snaps to see the development for guys like Branch. Let's see. Yeah, not exactly what we wanted. Still hidden dev. Alright, so I'm guessing it's all the same for everyone else. Alright, no problem. So we got everything squared away, game plan wise. Hopefully we don't have to be quite as afraid of Seattle's passing game as Kansas City's, but Geno did a great job last year. Tyler Lockett is a beast, as is DK Metcalf, so I don't know that it's really going to be a whole lot easier in that regard. Ooh, one thing I do want to change, I think it's under franchise settings and league settings. I am going to give myself, not a cooldown, but a play call limit. I'm going to give myself a play call limit of 5. I don't know that I call any plays more than 5 times anyways, but I just want to make sure I'm not abusing anything. It can be easy, especially when you're calling your own plays and not just rolling with whatever the CPU says. It could be easy to just be repetitive. So I don't want to be too repetitive. I'll tweak that as needed, but it's not like I need to, put some restraints on my ability to beat the computer because I lost my first game and might lose a lot more. So not like I absolutely have to make life easier for them. I think I'll just rock with the normal home uniforms. That should be good. And make sure our playbook is still there. Yep, all good. Let's do this. So here we go, home opener. In real life, actually, this will probably be a deafening crowd and raucous atmosphere. Probably won't get quite the same feel in Madden, but maybe it'll help us a touch. Who knows? Alright, so I am going to come out a little more 4-3 from the beginning. Oh my goodness gracious, intercepted on the first play. That is awesome. It's our first turnover of the year. Sutton jumped that route beautifully. And how about it? Welcome to Detroit, Cameron Sutton. Let's see. It was a pretty good pass. I mean, it wasn't like way off or anything, but Sutton just jumped it perfectly. So that gives us one heck of a jump start. Let's try this fake jet play. Don't know that it will actually fool the defense much, but I like the action. We got a huge hole. Big gain on first down for Gibbs. Let's run another play with Gibbs. We'll just do under center halfback slam. Some good traction so far on the ground for us. Let's try this RPO zone peak. By default, this is a handoff. So I'm going to kind of just treat it like it's inside zone. Gibbs gets us into a first and goal situation. No reason, I think, to lay off the ground game, but what we should do here, so let's do this, and then let's just sub in Mr. Snell. See if he can run through some people like he did in Kansas City. Not nearly as much blocking there as Gibbs had gotten. So we lose one. Alright, let's go with a mesh play. So we're gonna look for Laporta here. Looks like I can't motion Gibbs out. I can only send him one way or the other. I'm gonna look for Laporta or Jones, and pass rush got through. I think Laporta had a step, but didn't end up getting to see it come to fruition. Alright, let's go with our favorite play here. I'm going to look for Amon-Ra on a slant. It all depends on what this linebacker's doing right here, 28. If he vacates the spot, the safety could fill, but he's not. So I'm going to look. Schultz. Oh, man. Went for the aggressive catch. Couldn't get it. We also have a timeout. I'm guessing someone got hurt. Goff got hurt. So that is really not good. At least I'm assuming, because I saw Bridgewater in the mix. But maybe that was just because it was a field goal. I'm not totally sure. I guess we'll find out soon. Foot sprain. So it was Goff. And re-injury risk is high. So I don't know if he took a single hit the entire game in Kansas City. And after our first drive, he's already done. So we're going to go with Teddy. And we're going to try and rely on our run game. Hopefully our defense can kind of hold strong. It was a great start. I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot more of that, but I'll take whatever I can get. Kind of tough being down your starting quarterback and starting running back. Not an ideal combination there. That's play action. Walker did a great job there getting a chip block on Grover. He was flying towards Geno. Alright, let's get out of 4-3. Yeah, they're going 4 wide. Let's go dollar. Tough pitch and catch. Pretty good coverage there. Alright, let's stay dollar. I don't love the pretty limited options that they're giving me in terms of man coverage with dollar, but what are you going to do? Hopefully we can come and make the tackle. We can. So 3rd and 1. Look more like 2, but that's fine. 3 tight end. Let's go 4-3. And just kind of man up here and hope for the best. Gonna have to get off the block. Okora did, but not nearly quickly enough. So 17-yard run for Walker. I have a hard time being not being skeptical about blitzes, just because, oh boy, we jumped off sides, looks like. I don't know that I've seen, not only have I not seen a sack occur as a result of a blitz, I don't know that I have seen a quarterback get hit as a result of a blitz. So I'm a little leery about how effective it'll be as Seattle connects with their tight end for a touchdown. So tough drive to follow up an injury to our starting quarterback there. I think Teddy's a little underrated in this game, I will say, as a 71 overall. He's proven through the years to be a capable starting quarterback. Maybe not, you know, anybody's option to start a franchise with, but still not bad. But he's all we got. If Teddy gets hurt, we are completely screwed. So that's another, I think, reason to rely on the ground game even more than we normally would, is that we cannot afford an injury to Teddy in this game, not even a little bit. All right, so we had a pretty good amount of success early on with some single back runs. So I'm going to try one of those. Like this play, and let's see if these guys are in man. It doesn't look like they are. So hopefully motioning Laporta will be in our best interest. And it looks like it will be. Oh man, if Gibbs could have just stayed up. Great run anyways, but there's a 6 points waiting for him at the end of the rainbow there if he could have kept his feet. All right, good push off the snap. Pretty impressed with our offensive line. And everybody's favorite graphic. All right, we're going to try a little play action. Ooh. I like St. Brown on the slant. Possibly. We could also have Schultz. Yeah, St. Brown's wide open. A nice pitch and catch there. Nice easy throw. All right, let's see if motion helps again. Looks like I can't motion because we're already going to automatically motion. Makes sense. Oh my goodness gracious. Hopefully that 5 yards doesn't prove critical. Although I'd be surprised if it didn't. Let's run the exact same play, but let's snap it with 35 seconds left because we might need all of them for this motion to take place. Oh man, not a bad run, but could have been great. I feel like a missed opportunity was right there. Let's try another play action play. Looks like Brown's running an interesting route. I'd rather just have him on a slant, especially with this press coverage. Oh no, Teddy's gonna go down in flames. Yep, and he did in a different way than we were expecting, probably. Former Lion, Quandre Diggs with the pick. It's a pretty ill-advised throw by me. Yeah, I should have just checked it down. The guy was right in front of me. Well, we find ourselves in a world of hurt all of a sudden. Literally and figuratively. Try another cover 3. Metcalf is wide open. But it's a check down, so we'll kind of take that as it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's really worth it to blitz. I'm sure there's a world where it is. Alright, all things considered, not the worst quarter in the world. There's a lot of good stuff and some bad stuff. Interception in the red zone, injury to our starting quarterback. I mean, some legitimately bad stuff for sure. Alright, there we go. We'll force a 3 and out. Good coverage there. Nobody was getting home, but we only rushed 3, so it's kind of what we expect. Alright, decent field position here. Well, I think we're going to start with a screen. Let's see. Maybe try this one. I like getting Sewell out there with his speed. Oh, man. I mean, Gibbs made a couple guys miss, so he made chicken salad out of it, but we missed our initial block. That would have really sprung it, I think. In any event, good first down pickup. That linebacker was unblocked. Let's see. I gotta remember that I don't have Goff, which means number 1, my quarterback is worse, but number 2, I can't take any chances really with potentially getting hit, because if Teddy gets hurt, I mean, we're in a world of hurt. Look at that blocking. Beautiful. I think I need to rely a lot more on under center runs, because they have just been money in the bank so far. I mean, we're getting a great push. I might just flip this one. Yeah, why not? So we're getting Snell some PT. He did a nice job in limited action in Kansas City. Got a touchdown. Let's try... I want to run like a halfback blast. Close zone strong is kind of a similar concept. I don't love the look we're getting here, though. So I'm just going to have to trust my offensive line. Yeah, nobody blocked Wagner, so not great. All right, 3rd and 7. We're at the 37, so kind of an awkward spot. Definitely not too keen on taking a field goal here. So let's see. I might go to bunch trail, give it a rip. I don't expect St. Brown to be open here, especially with that linebacker lurking, but I do think I'll have Jones. I don't, but I have Schultz. So that combo routes, putting Brown on a slant, having Jones on the drag, and then having Schultz on that trail route. is just beautiful. All right, let's go inside zone again. I feel like this could either be really good or really bad with them having all these guys close to the line of scrimmage. It's pretty cool. A couple of them backed off as soon as I snapped it. So it's clearly just a blitz bluff situation. All right, let's try another under center carry. I don't know what that was, but I'll take it. It was a good run, and then it looked like a little bit of like a teleportation almost. Not exactly Madden's finest moment, I don't think, but I'm glad it was in our favor. Let's see if we can tell on the replay what it... Yeah, I mean, it just, like, he kind of hit the afterburners, but part of it didn't look very human. So nice drive there. I'm going to really kind of harp on the under center ground game, I think, at least until they stop it. Because with a variety of different calls, we were able to move the ball really well. And I think it does open up play action a lot too. All right, so if they're going 3 wide receivers, then I am going to come out in dollar. 3 wide receivers or more, I'm coming out in dollar, and I'm going to ask them the question as to whether or not they want to run. So check down to Walker. We've been able to force a good amount of check down so far, which is nice. Pretty much goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways, that the key there is just making sure that we tackle. Because if they're breaking tackles, then a check down becomes something much more. Stay with them, stay with them. Yeah, there we go. I was hoping they would kind of get caught in the muck there. It looked like they might. And indeed they did, so. 3rd down here. I think I'm going to run the same coverage I ran last time on 3rd down. I'm only going to rush 3. Yeah, Metcalf just sits down in the zone. It's tough with his speed. You know, obviously the inclination is don't get beat deep. That was the emphasis in our game plan, was the deep pass too, so got an extra layer of it there. The other thing that I have to remember too, and quite frankly, actually all Lions fans probably have to think about this over the course of the real life season, is just because we have improved the defense with some free agent signings, it doesn't mean that the defense is all of a sudden great. Because the defense, particularly the secondary, was pretty bad last year. And improvements have been made in terms of the personnel, and I'm sure the existing personnel has gotten a decent amount better too. But it doesn't mean that it's a great defense all of a sudden. So let's see if they run again. Nope. Oh, we got a drop out of it. Nice. And let's see if they're actually going to punt. Looks like they are, so that's a big stop there. We went from 2nd and inches, caused them to lose at least a couple inches, and then force an incompletion there. So big opportunity here. We can drive down the field and get some points. We're getting the ball to start the half. So that could be a very lucrative couple of drives for us. Let's go with our weak formation and run 94 will. And we'll take that to the 2-minute warning. Might try a play action shot here. So actually, let me see. I don't love any of those. A PA scissors might be alright. Looking to Schultz. I might try that one. bad feeling about it though. Let's go with, let's see, I got a little bit of time here. Let's go with this PA burst cross, where I'm looking for Schultz or I'm looking for Brown. I could also check down to Gibbs, and I will just check down to Gibbs. Ah, Teddy, man, had him wide open. All right. So big time bummer there. Let's see what we got. Ooh, I like this crossers play. Yeah, I think Schultz's route is going to be the one. I'm going to send Brown deep because I'm looking for Schultz here. Fit it in there. Well, I fit it in somewhere. Yeah, price you pay. And, I mean, there you go. There's the backup quarterback for you. Missed a throw on second down that would have either been a first down or given us a much more manageable third down. We take a shot, and it does not pay off. Not even a little bit. I guess the good news, quote unquote, is that Seattle might score quickly enough that we can potentially go down the field and try and score again. There is no reason why Dorsey should be on the field right now. I keep seeing Dorsey in these dollar packages. There's no reason why that should be a thing. We got plenty of other defensive backs, so I'm going to have to change that. Actually, let me just look at it right now. I don't know that I can because it's a formation sub thing, I believe. It's not a depth chart thing, so change the depth chart won't do anything. Pick that. Ooh, good coverage though. Ran the route for him. If Kirby Joseph, if he was so inclined to pick that thing was going to the housest house in the other direction. All right, big play here, 3rd and 5, chance to hold him to 3. Come on, Stewart. Nice, big sack there. Beautiful. All right, good stop by the defense. Held him to 3. We still have a chance to drive down the field and get points. Although, I don't know how risky I want to be with Bridgewater. It might just be easier to take the ball into half and start fresh with 10 minutes on the clock. I might try screen. I think that is a nice balance of potential big play, but also usually pretty low risk. Usually, if Gibbs could get off the block, they just, yeah. All right, well, so much for that. You know what? Let's just go single back, and let's not have the backup running back anymore, and let's just run inside zone. Seattle will probably use their timeout here if they stop us. Would have been great if Gibbs could have made a man miss there. But what can you do? All right. Let's see. Yeah, this tight end seam play looks pretty good. This is the one where Brown was wide open earlier. So I'm going to run the slant again for Brown. Beautiful. Nice play, Teddy. I'll call my timeout here. All right. Well, now, I don't know that we're going to like open things up crazily, but now we're in position to be in position, as they say. To say something while saying nothing. I don't know that they got a safety here, which makes me want to throw it deep with Brown. But I'll just take the check down, but I can't because Teddy gets sacked. I gotta say, our pass blocking has been a lot worse in this game than it was against the Chiefs. And maybe part of it is Seattle. Certainly could be, but yeah, our pass blocking's been complete garbage. All right, we got Raymond. That's nice. I don't have any timeouts, so let's go. Same play. I don't know what I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to try to go to Brown. Yeah, all right. So we're at the 46. We got 6 seconds. We got no timeouts. Tough spot to be in. Obviously don't want to throw anything too sideline oriented and risk an interception. So I might try that. Oh my goodness, he almost caught it. Looked like it almost kind of fell through the wickets there. So kind of a strange drive. If it weren't for the sack, I think we would have been in good shape. But all things considered, pretty good half for our defense. Offense showed some good things. We don't have our starting quarterback, so we can only expect so much. So we're gonna need some big plays here from some potentially unlikely sources. And I think Goff is back, which is nice. Okay, so he is back. He was just out for the rest of the half. That's good. That's very good news. And it's a double, actually, like double good news. And the reason why is because the issue when you're playing with your backup quarterback is not just that you're playing with your backup quarterback and he's not as good and, is going to be a little wobbly with a bunch of the throws. All true. The actual problem, in my estimation, is that you are one hit away from having God knows who as your quarterback. And that is a scary thought. It really is. So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that right now. Schultz with a big catch over the middle. I'm looking for him to be the guy over the middle. Hundo P. Let's try this dagger concept. I like the depth of Schultz's route, but I also don't. I'm just going to throw this away. That's also something I have to just be a lot better about and a lot smarter about, is just throwing the ball away when we don't have anything there. I'm so used to trying to make something happen. But this computer defense will make you pay if you're just throwing the ball willy-nilly. So, throwing it away. Pass it on. Okay. I know even though it is third down, I'm going to try a play action just because I like the route combination here. Please pick up Wagner. Nobody does, and down goes Goff. Yeah. So Gibbs pretended to pass block. I mean, like, it was like a business decision thing. Like, he sort of pass blocked, and then he just didn't at all. So that's a bummer. But I am glad Goff is back. This could be bad. He has way too much room. I don't know where the coverage was. That's probably the worst punt coverage I've seen all year. Normally it's Johnny on the spot. All right, let's try some 4-3. And Stewart has been getting off blocks like nobody's business. He is, as they say, beasting and feasting right now. That's a false start. I'll attribute that one to Ford Field, even if that's just based in myth because we're in a somewhat meek Madden environment here. Alright, so we got him behind the sticks a bit. I'm honestly hoping for a check down here if they threw. And if they ran, I was hoping that someone would have tackled Walker at some point this side of, midfield. But you can't always get what you want. Credit to them, though. I've been running dollar, and they have not been really trying to make me pay on the ground, so good for them. All right. Let's try this cover 3 cloud coverage. Sticking with the ground. We got a 4-3 here, so I was hoping it would hold up a little better. And I guess it was better than the last run, but didn't mean it was good. All right, 3 tight ends. Like I said, I don't have much interest in blitzing. Just doesn't seem to work out very well. So we'll give this a go. See here if our man coverage can hold up. It cannot, not even close. William Jackson, fresh off the free agent wire, never had a chance against Lockett there. So big conversion for the Seahawks. Big letdown for us. I don't like how unbalanced our line is. I guess we're matching them, so that is what it is, but okay. We had a little bit of pressure on Smith there. I'm a little tempted to stick with the 4-3. Just give it a go. Now that the field is a little shorter and we don't have to worry about linebackers running a super far distance to keep up with these guys. Pick that, man. Man, come on, Joseph. He threw it right to you. All right. Big opportunity for us here to hold them to 3. Hutchinson is due to make a play. And we get none of it. We just see Lockett get wide open. They score a touchdown. So that's great. All right, gotta respond. It's a real shame though, because it feels like this game. It's not like we were, about to blow wide open or anything, but it felt like we were in the driver's seat, and it has just completely flipped. All right, let's see if we can reestablish the ground game a bit. They've been kind of all over it lately, and I'm calling different runs. It's not like I'm calling the same plays over and over again. But they are wise to it, it seems. Speaking of seams, let's run this seam route. It is play action, though, so I guess results may vary. Tough pitch and catch. And to wit, Brown did not make the catch. All right, we desperately need a first down, so I'm going to go to the play that I trust more than any other. Don't know that it'll work, but I trust it. They are doubling Brown, okay, or at least appearing to double Brown. So it's very likely that he is not going to be the read. It's going to be Schultz, and it was, but he dropped it. And that's that play right there is why we traded for Schultz. So for him not to make it is a bummer, because it's one thing for guys to drop passes that are contested when they're 68 overall, but you get a guy in the mid-80s, star potential, etc. you hope that maybe you'll get a little more bang for your buck. So it's pretty imperative that we get a stop here. Because if we don't, the game's not over, but I mean, we're getting close. Like, if Seattle comes down and scores a touchdown, I don't know what force on earth would compel anyone to think that we're going to come back and win. This game has just been slipping away from us with each drive. And at this point, it's pretty much gone. I mean, we can't get a stop. We forced a turnover on the first play of the game and have done nothing in that regard since. I mean, I think the biggest thing, and it's also the hardest to kind of accept because it's just not going to change really anytime soon. The biggest thing that our defense struggles with is we do not get any kind of consistent pass rush. Whether it's rushing 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, we do not get home at all, and that is a problem. Because if you can't get home, then, I mean, any quarterback's going to pick you apart. Particularly when you're facing really good receivers. And, you know, Mahomes, best quarterback in the game. Geno had a really good year last year. I mean, that was a perfect example. We did get the stop, but we didn't get home. So Smith had all this time, and somebody easily could have popped open. But good stop for us there. I can pull myself out of my NUI, or however they say it when it's like that. Basically, you're just being an Eeyore. We got a chance here to go down and put some points on the board. We got to string something together. Our offense has all of a sudden become quite stale. And we're not even getting first downs anymore. So we got to change that. Nice route. Good catch, Schultz. That's beautiful. There's a first down. Let's keep it moving. Let's go with inside zone here. Okay, good little run there. Just about another first down. Let's just run the exact same play again. Exact same play again. Before they're even ready. Get the first down. All right, we'll take it to the 4th. Let's see, what do I want to run? Maybe that, I think it was in bunch Y flex maybe. Might want to try and run that corner route. Tight eye, it was this one. Yeah, it's this flood play. All right, let's give this a rip. Let's just see. Let's send Raymond on a slant. I'll check down to Gibbs. I'll take that. Nice catch by our rookie running back there. And let's go. Let's go inside zone again. I like trying it out of different formations, keeps it fresh. Good push there. Good run. Gibbs is approaching 100 yards on the ground. I feel like we could try. Maybe we do try this play action here. It looks like it has Schultz running a bubble, which I just disagree with. I do not think that's going to end well. Ooh, we got Gibbs. Alright, so Gibbs is probably getting a little tired. We've used him like 7 consecutive plays. Let's go with a Snell halfback blast. We got a hole. Closed up pretty fast, but it was there. All right, 3rd and 6. We are definitely in go for it territory. So it makes me kind of want to run. Okay. Let's run inside zone here. If we pick up our blocks, this should work. They have not many guys in the box. Oh, no. Maybe they'll decline it because it's 4th down, but we got to hold. I'm sure of it, yeah. They do decline it, which, you know, I certainly may not convert, but I honestly am not upset at all that that is the case. So, let's go gun. Ooh, I kind of like this. I'm going to try it. I'm running a bit of a risk here, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to send Brown on a slant. We got Schultz. Shoot. Oh my goodness, Goff. Throw it. What a play by Jared Goff. Holy crap. Breaks out of a sack, which very possibly could have been game ending, and keeps us alive. Holy crap. What a play. And he doesn't even have an X factor. How about that, huh? All right. I'll try this double post. Looking for Schultz over the middle or Gibbs in the flat. No. Oh boy. All right. I will take a field goal here if I need to. So I'm not going to run the ball or anything here, which is totally something I would normally do. Ooh, I kind of like Jones on a slant. It looks like there might be a ton of space in the middle here. Jones. Yeah, it should have been picked probably. All right. I will take my 3 and hope that my defense can come through. So pretty good drive. Goff is the only reason we got points there with that miraculous play on 4th and 2. And we got one stop. We need another one. That's all there is to it. What I wouldn't give for a turnover right here, man. I'm telling you. Stewart, wrecking ball. Absolute beast. Let's see if they stick with the ground game again. They are not. Oh boy, that was looking real juicy. But all right, brings up a huge 3rd down here. Let's go Dollar. Let's try this, although I don't want to press. Out of bounds. Man, it looked like he was out. Ugh. Golly, I'm guessing I can't. It's probably not a... I'm going to challenge the play, I guess. I think he was out of bounds, but I'm sure he wasn't. Man, that looks out of bounds. Like, I know he's doing the toe tap, but 1, 2, he's out. He is out of bounds. Oh, whatever. I'm going to restrain myself from saying what I actually think about that. But I'm guessing you can figure it out. Man, that could have been a pick real easily. All right. So they audible at the line. I'm guessing this is going to be bad. And maybe it would have been if Stewart wasn't just animal today. Holy jumping, man. He is on one. Absolutely on one. All right. Can we please cover a little bit, please? Or get home. All right, threw it away. Nice. All right, big stop there. Needed it. We have a chance to win the game, and really we don't have any other option. It's win or lose. There's no tie here unless we are in the mood for 2 safeties, which would be really amazing, actually, at this particular juncture of the game. So here we go. Let's see what we got in the tank. I'm going to start with drag under. Usually a pretty reliable play. Although the only downside, I guess Raymond can be open, but the only downside about it is, boy. The only downside, besides almost throwing a pick, is that it can very easily end up in a sack because you have to wait a while for that drag route to get across. Speaking of which, let's just send Schultz on a drag route right here, right in front of us. That is there. That is there all day. Yep. Good throw and catch. Okay. We certainly can run. It just hasn't been quite as effective recently, and I'd rather not just set downs on fire. But 4 yards is all right. I'll take that. Part of me wants to run a screen again. I feel like it's been there a couple times. So I'll try it. Gibbs, just get off. Thank you. That's a first. And then some. Good stuff. I'll let this go down to the 2-minute. But what I will do in the meantime is look through some plays and try and figure out what I'm going to do next. Next play, I might run this red zone scissors play and look for Gibbs. I might also just change one of the routes. Mesh is good. So we had red zone scissors in spread wide slot and tight open mesh. I'll probably run mesh. Let's go with mesh. Looking for Schultz or St. Brown. Nice catch, Schultz. I was worried as soon as I threw it, but didn't need to be. We were in good hands. Let's go inside zone. Just trying to pick up the first. That's looking bad. And it was. Real bad. Alright, 3rd and 3. I kind of want to run again. Yeah, I kind of want to run again. I know I'm killing a lot of time right now. First down. Okay. Let's run my favorite play. We got 2 uses left. All right, I'm looking for St. Brown on the slant here. Also looking for Jones. St. Brown won his route. Golly. That is very frustrating. I know it was a totally different play, but it reminds me of Malcolm Butler's interception in the Super Bowl where the guy does basically win the route, but it doesn't matter because the defender just makes an incredible play and jumps in front of it. So, what a frustrating loss. You would have really hoped that we would have won one of these past two games because we were so close and right there for both of them. But we're 0-2. We're playing Atlanta next. Why are they passing? That makes no sense. Playing Atlanta next. And mercifully they take a knee. So, should be a chance for our first win, but I don't know. At this point, you start to doubt yourself real fast. Just because, why would they punt? That makes no sense. All right, Khalif Raymond ready for the greatest punt return of your life. That would be an absolute just miracle upon miracles. So we're 0-2. We had to face two playoff teams from last year. One of them Super Bowl champion, the other one team that beat us last year. But yeah, that's that. Actually, I don't think I ever went through the box score of the Kansas City game, which is something I said I would do. So let's just take a look at both box scores right now. Patterson's got some hair. Get that guy some pomade. Alright, so let's go to our schedule. And Kansas City box score, I mean, it's basically dead even. They had about 80 more yards than we did, but they also got the only drive in overtime and went about 80 yards to score. Goff was really good, 15 of 22, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Mahomes, I mean, 4 touchdowns, 4 incompletions, just insane. Rushing wise, McKinnon popped a big one, 62-yarder. But Gibbs was pretty consistent, 4.4. Snell was 5 of 26. Pacheco got 12 carries when it was all said and done, which I wouldn't have expected. And receiving wise, Tony was a beast for them. And then Jones Jr. and Brown, pretty identical stat lines for us. Jones a couple more yards, Brown 2 touchdowns. So that was pretty much the Kansas City game. And then Seattle, we outgained them by a long shot. So almost doubled them up and really played pretty good defense. I mean, Smith is not exactly Patrick Mahomes, but still forced a turnover. The picks, though. We threw 3 picks in total. One of them was when we were in the red area, as they say, so that would have meant that we would have been driving for a winning score at the end. And it could have gotten a field goal instead of a touchdown. Gibbs is a beast. 24 carries, just a workhorse. And Schultz had a much bigger game than he did against Kansas City. Brown, not as much, and our receivers really as a whole, not as much. So that's that. Thanks for watching, as always. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.